Hey everyone, and welcome to the Poker Buzz. I'm Sean Green. The big news this week is the second event of the PokerStars North American Poker Tour this weekend. January's PokerStars Caribbean Adventure technically became part of the NAPT this year. The main event of the Venetian Deep Stack Extravaganza here in Vegas is the first televised event that casino has ever had. PokerStars has been sponsoring poker tours left and right over the past few years. The site started with the European Poker Tour, and they subsequently launched tours in Asia, Latin America, Australia and New Zealand, the UK and Ireland, Italy, and Russia. So, why did it take so long to come to North America? Well, the most likely reason is because there's already a well-established tour here, the World Poker Tour, which holds the majority of its events within the United States. But while the PokerStars sponsored tours have been gaining steam, the WPT has been losing footing as of late, and it seems like PokerStars decided to strike while the iron was hot and invade the continent. The Venetian main event is a $5,000 buy-in tournament that starts this Saturday. Most estimates put the expected number of entrants between 700 and 850, which means the prize pool will be somewhere in the $3 million range. To talk about the NAPT and the upcoming event, we've got Team PokerStars Pro member Barry Greenstein on the phone. Now, we interrupted Barry during a Chinese poker game at the Commerce, so thanks very much for being with us today, Barry.
Yeah, this is one of those death matches. A lot of us were stuck a lot of money. Actually, I was stuck the most. I almost have gotten even.
Who are you there with?
I'm playing with, well, the winners, of course, quit. I don't even know who they are. One guy I know his online name is like Humpty B Fly or something, and he won, and some other winners won, and Sorrel Mizzy's there with me stuck, and I think Ashman is ahead, but you know he's a degenerate, so he just plays. Right with your money, Sorrel?
Anyone who's playing Chinese is pretty much a degenerate.
Yeah. Anyway, we're playing a big Chinese game.
Okay. Well, we're here to talk about the NAPT for this Poker Buzz, and so I wanted to just kind of get started with that. Why do you think that PokerStars decided that now was the right time for the NAPT?
Thank you. Why did they decide now? Well, you know, they've been, I think initially what they did is they broke just where there weren't tournaments. I would see the LAPT, you know, the APPT, you know, they even, I don't know if it's, you know, if it took hold because of the things in Russia, but, you know, they're going to do things out there. And they've been going everywhere. And, you know, so first they wanted to cover the ground, you know, where poker players weren't able to play in tournaments. And now, you know, I think it's just, you know, they looked around and said, you know, they thought they could do some good things in North America. You know, and he isn't just America, you know, they're going to do things in Canada. And there are a lot of clubs. You know, I'm not sure what's been announced. You know, I know the thing. I think I can say it safely. You know, they're going to go to the Mohican Sun, and you know, of course, this first one's the Venetian. There are a lot of clubs that are developing their poker rooms, and they were kind of left out in the first poker boom, and they want to get a piece of the action. So, I think it's just PokerStars. It's that some of these other poker rooms, you know, because of the boom, you know, we have a lot of poker rooms, and some of those poker rooms want to be associated with a tour. And, you know, obviously the first tour was the World Poker Tour. They had, you know, certain deals with their members, but, you know, I like the World Poker Tour, but they had their heyday, and, you know, a little bit on the downswing. And so now it seems like a good time to, you know, give players an option. You know, we see at the you know, one of the nice things when you have PokerStars involved is you get all those online qualifiers. You know, we may end up having 800 people at the at this Venetian NAPT, and you know, for a couple of reasons. One is, you know, you can get all the qualifiers in there, so you get an extra, I don't know, 300, 400, 500. But because there are those online qualifiers, that gets us back to the days of the poker boom, like 2003, where people said, "Hey, look at all these people playing tournaments. You know, I think I can take a shot playing." What's happened, especially on the West Coast in tournaments, sorry if I'm cutting in and out, but I'm sorting my hand. What's happened the last couple of years on the West Coast is it's based professionals and maybe a few local qualifiers. You know, I really like the Bellagio, and, you know, I like the tournaments there, but they're the toughest in the world, frankly. And so I think a lot of people are going to be interested in playing at this first NAPT, and I think they're going to be happy with it. The other nice thing, you know, as well as having a good field to play in with a big prize pool, the other nice thing is Sorry, I'm leaning my phone on my shoulder. PokerStars does things right. They really put money into it, and we've seen whatever they've done, the parties they throw, the Bahamas tournament, they put a lot of money into these things, and I think we're going to see a pretty classy tournament. So I'm looking forward to it myself.
Okay. Well, the other question, I mean, you kind of brought this up, too, talking about how a lot of casinos are trying to get on almost a new poker boom that missed out on maybe the first one. But recently, a lot of people have been talking about how they feel like the U.S. poker market for major tournaments is oversaturated. Do you not feel that that's the case?
Well, not at all. I don't. It's really gone down a little since the boom. I mean, the worldwide market possibly got saturated, as we saw with the EPT ended up really hurting the WCT, because they have a lot of good tournaments there in Europe, and so a lot of the foreign players weren't traveling here. But I don't think it's fair to say that the American market's saturated, especially in the price point. With these 5,000 tournaments that we're talking about for the NAPT. The evidence will be when you see what the turnout's going to be for these. It's going to be, really big turnouts. So, the proof will be in the pudding. We'll get to see that people really want to play these tournaments, especially when they can qualify online and get a triplet and all that. It'll be real popular.
Okay. Well, the last question I have for you is, what do you in particular think of the Venetian poker room? I mean, they haven't had a major poker event yet.
What do I think in particular? What
of the Venetian?
Well, actually, maybe they haven't had a major poker event, but they have their deep stacks tournament that they've been pretty proud of. That I've heard have done really well. I'm playing myself because they're usually smaller buy-ins. Usually I play in the 10K buy-ins or 5K buy-ins stuff. In this case, so they haven't had this big buy-in kind of tournament. But they're veterans at running tournaments, and anyone who's been to the Venetian in Las Vegas, that's 5-star place. That's the top place. So, the venue is certainly, a nice venue. That's one of the nicest poker rooms in Vegas.
All right. Well, that's all. That's all the questions I have for you this week. I appreciate you getting on the phone with us.
That's Bobby Bellotti in the background complaining about the scramble or something.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you get back to your game. I appreciate you getting on the phone.
Yeah, I'm in my other capacity. They need a ruling from me. So I guess I got a phone. Anyways, good talking to you.
Good talking to you, too. Well, that's it for the Poker Buzz this week, and join us next week here on Card Player TV.